Welcome, Never Betters, to my YouTube channel. I'm Susan, and this is Buddy Sherman. We are so grateful you're here. So today I've prepared a 45-minute Power Vinyasa Flow yoga class for you, all about movement and message. In the flow, we're going to move in and out of different variations of high boat pose. The message is about tuning into the truth. I hope you enjoy. If you like what you see, hit that thumbs up, push the bell for future notifications, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Now let's get after the best version of you today. Welcome, Never Betters. If you follow me at Never Better Yoga on Spotify, we're going to go ahead and press the start button for today's class all together right now. Then come with me right down onto your mat into child's pose. So you're going to just let your knees go nice and wide. Let them go to the width of your mat. Kind of track your big toes together. And then rock your hips back towards your heels as you extend your arms in the opposite direction. So if this works for you to reach your fingertips to the top and your tailbone towards the earth, go ahead and do so. Or you could stack your fists, if that is a better proposition for you, to rest your forehead upon your fists. Whatever serves you best today, and when you arrive, close your eyes. A little stop before we start. Take a nice deep breath in. Fill your back body. Fill your breath. Sip it in even a little touch more. Cap it off and sigh it out your mouth audibly. Beautiful. Now just settle into this position called child's pose or balasana. It's very grounding, very stabilizing. So today the focus of our practice is going to be to tune into the truth. So sometimes our own thinking, our own perceptions, our own illusions kind of cloud what perhaps is the real truth. So if that brings to mind maybe a prayer, a wish, an intention you'd like to dedicate your practice towards, just go ahead and draw that right into your heart right now. And then you can weave that single-minded intention in and out through your breath as we move on our mat. Now lift your hips and your forehead up. Walk your hands right off the right side. Drop your right forearm and let your left hand stack on top of your right and draw some long energy along the left side of your body. Now lift back up, walk your hands all the way over to the left, drop the left forearm down and let your right hand stack on top of the left. From your right pinky finger to your right pinky toe, breathe into the right side of your body. Now travel back to the center. And then as you lift your forehead up, walk your hands towards your body, but let your shoulders stack over your wrists. Pick up your feet and let your toes be pointed and arch your back. Now shift your hips back towards your heels again and stretch your arms further out. This time when you rise up, keep your arms stretched out. Bring your big toes together. Stay on your knees, but drop your hips and visualize tapping the top of your head. There you go. Now hips up and back to child's pose on the exhalation. Now we're going to move through those two poses. On the inhalation, shift forward, dip the hips, offer the heart up. On the exhale, draw the hips back toward the heels as you settle into Balasana. Inhale, rise up, breathe in, lift the feet up, big toes together, tap the head. Exhale, draw up and back, hips to heels with a rounding of the back as you draw into child's pose. So 3 more times, just connecting your breath, inhaling, shifting forward, exhaling, drawing back. 2 more. See if you can create a whisper of a sound of your breath, a little contraction, restriction in the back of the throat. This is called your Ujjayi pranayama breath. And then this time, hold up on hands and knees. Turn it into cat and cow. You're going to let your feet and your calves and your ankles hide behind your quads as you round your back and tuck your chin. Inhale, soften and melt. Now keep that going. Exhale, round and hollow, navel into spine. Inhale, arch and tilt your tail up, stretch your neck. 2 more times, exhale, round and hollow. Inhale, soften and melt. 1 more time, exhale, push the earth away. Inhale, soften and melt. Now neutralize your spine. Stretch the right leg back behind your body and see if you can press the right heel behind your second and third toe to get a nice stretch on that calf. Now shift forward, shoulders over the wrists, and then rock back. So you're just going to take a couple inches forward and back. Just stretching out that back superficial line on the right side of your body. And then you're going to take the right leg, cross it over the left. So now your knees are crisscrossed. Drop your forearms down and circle your hips. Now you're just going to make a little tiny circle with your hips and then reverse that direction. Now, keeping the left knee down, stretch the right leg long, lift your elbows up, pivot the left foot off your mat, and root down through the outer edge of the right foot as the right arm comes up and overhead. Now, take the right hand behind your right ear and draw the right elbow toward the left. Inhale, open and expand. Exhale, dive back down. Inhale, open and expand. Exhale, dive back down. This time, inhale, stretch the right arm up and over. Maybe lift the right leg up for quarter moon. If it works for you and you want to bend the right leg and capture it for a Chapasana connection, let that action of opening the front body expand. And then come around, hands and knees, but try to keep the right arm up. Sneak dive it under for a twist. Tent the left finger pads, rest the right temple down on your mat. Now, right knee stays down. You could always lift the left leg up, using your core to find that place of balance. Maybe the left arm rises, small of the back, top of the right thigh, or a bent left leg, hand to foot. Release it all. Come back around, hands and knees. Tuck your toes under. Walk your hands up your thighs. And then lace your hands just like this. Hands interlaced together. This is the mudra, the hand gesture of unshakable trust. Now, let your hands be placed on your heart as you shift your gaze up. Now lift your hips off your heels, levitate your arms up, soften the elbows, and open the front body. Neutralize your spine, keep the hands laced up and over to the right. Back to the center, unshakable trust, not only in circumstances, but in yourself. Now, tee the arms and expand the heart again. Lace your hands behind your back, slide them down the back side of your body, look up. Now release at the waist, hands and knees, go chin, chest, belly, slither right on down, prone, come to cobra, heart lifts up. Tuck your toes under, rock your hips up and back for down dog. Now just do a little pedaling through your feet, pressing your heels back behind your second and third toe. Maybe shifting your hips side to side, softening your knees. And then with your feet at the width of your hips, pop up your heels, bend your knees, shift your shoulders over the wrists, and let your shins hover. Lower your knees down, go back to cat, and arch your back for cow. 2 more times. Exhale, round and hollow. Push the earth away. Inhale, soften and melt. Exhale, round and hollow. Inhale, soften and melt. Now this time, as you neutralize your spine, stretch the left leg back. Press the left heel back behind the second and third toe. And on this first stretch, you're going to just hold it as you draw back, feeling the energy stretching out that left calf muscle. Now take the shift forward and back. Just a little variation of a forward and back shift. It's almost like a little massage for the left calf muscle. Really pressing your heel directly behind that second and third toe of yours. Yes? And then go ahead and lift the left leg up. Cross it over the right. Drop your forearms down and create that circular motion with your hips again. And then reverse that direction. Now this time you can walk your hands back to be beneath your shoulders. Keep the right shin down. Lengthen the left leg out. Pivot the right foot off your mat. Right hand stays down. Left arm peels open and then overhead. Should feel good for a nice left side body stretch. And then peel those left fingertips of yours behind your ear. Exhale, left elbow toward right. Contract. Inhale, open up and expand. Tune into the truth. Exhale, dive in and across. Inhale, open up. Last time, exhale, draw in. Tune in to that truth. Not the illusion, not the perceived perception. Left arm comes up and overhead. Now you could stay here, or maybe you lift the left leg up and you're in quarter moon. If you want that Chapasana connection, bend the left leg, catch the foot, and if we were taking an aerial view, it'd look like a compass. Now, keep the left arm up, bring the left knee down, and take that sneak dive underneath to twist your child's pose. You could stay right here with tented right finger pads. You could lift the right arm up, maybe right hand small of the back, possibly top of the left thigh. You could always extend the right leg, maybe lift the right leg up. Maybe bend it and catch it with your right hand. Whatever you've got, release it all. Come back to cat and one cow. This time, tuck your toes under, rock your hips back to your heels, interlace your hands, thumbs up, let your hands rest right on your heart. This mudra can help you feel more relaxed and less stressed. The mudra of unshakable trust. Now, rise up, hips off heels, flip the hands inside out, look up. This time, right back where we just were, hands to heart, pull the fingers apart and let the crown of your head lift. Inhale, rise up, flip the hands, open up. So create a little back bend on top and then sit back down, hips to heel. Breathe in, feel your chest rise on the inhalation, and on the exhalation, draw back in. Unshakable mudra, rise up, breathe in. Unshakable trust in yourself. That solid fundamental trust is that basis for healthy self-confidence. 2 more times. Inhale, rise up, breathe in. Exhale, come back down, breathe out. 1 more time. Inhaling, rise up, breathe in. This time, stay up. Point your toes, tee your arms on top. Lace your hands behind your back. Draw your hands down the backside, retract your shoulders, shift your gaze high. Release as you bend at the waist. Hands and knees go chin, chest, belly, slithering right on down. Pointing your toes, retracting your shoulders. Rise up. Maybe this time it's up dog, palms of hands, tops of feet. All the way back to down dog. Rock your hips back, and feet are the width of your hips. Hands are the width of your shoulders, and do just a little more pedaling. Now, in your down dog this time, right leg's gonna lift, roll open at the hip. Right knee right in toward the nose. Step it forward, but let the left bent leg come right through to bring you right onto your bottom to a high boat. There you go, high boat. Beautiful. Now, lower down to a low boat. Hover in the low boat. Exhale, come back up. Now, keep moving it out. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Breathe it out, lifting the heart up, pulling your gaze just a touch higher. You can draw the knees in, using your breath, using that core. Hold up on top. Feet plant to the width of your hips. Hands go back. Thumbs in, pinky fingers out. Roll your shoulder heads up and back, and lift your hips high for reverse tabletop. Now lower your hips down, straighten your legs, drop your forearms, lift your heart up for fish pose. Slide your arms down, capture the backs of your legs, and just rock and roll back and forth. Now you're going to come all the way up to standing when you're ready. Rock and roll, interlace and hook the thumbs as you offer and open your front body. Exhale, dive right over your legs. Vinyasa flow. Take a halfway lift. Step back, high plank pose. Always have the option to come down knees, chin, chest, belly, or you can float back to a low push-up, a bent arm chaturanga push-up. Left leg's gonna rise when you get back to down dog. Roll open at the hip. Left knee to the nose. Step it forward. A bent right leg shoots right on through to let you come back right up into that high boat. So you might have to adjust a little bit to find that place of balance. There you go. Now, lower down to hover. Exhale, draw back up. Inhale, exhale. Move it out. Use the core. Inhale, exhale, breathe. Breathe. Build that fire from the inside out, that unshakable trust, that self-confidence, breathing in and out through your nose. Hold up on top. Plant your feet down. Hands go back, thumbs in, pinky fingers out. Reverse tabletop, lift up. Breathe, hug your inner thighs in. Drop your hips down, straighten your legs, lower your forearms, pop your heart up for fish pose. Slide your arms down, backs of your hamstrings, create that rock and roll. When you're ready, come all the way up to standing, hook your thumbs, open your front body. Exhale, cascade down, take your body through Vinyasa. Either kick it up, float it back, jump it back, step it back, take it out. You could always just step back to down dog. Now, right leg lifts, roll open at the hip. Knee to nose, one time. Right leg steps, left leg sneaks through. Right to high boat. 5, lower down, come back up. Lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift. Hold up on the 5th, breathe in. Plant your feet, hands back, pop the hips up. Reverse tabletop. Drop the hips down, straighten the legs, drop the forearms, pop the heart. Slide your arms down, rock and roll. Grab the backs of your hamstrings all the way to standing. Hook the thumbs, open the front body, breathe in. Exhale, dive right over your legs. Breathe out. Take a halfway lift, step or float your body back. Move it through. Vinyasa, meeting back, Adho Mukha, Svanasana, down dog. Building that heat, that unwavering, unshakable trust. Left leg lifts, roll open at the hip. Knee to nose. Step it forward. Right leg sneaks through. You got to pull it in and up. Lift up, high boat. 5 in a row. Lower down. Draw it back in and up. Lower, lift, lower, lift. Lower, lift, little more pep in the step. Now hold up top, plant the feet, hands go back, pinky fingers out, thumbs in, hips high. Drop your hips down, straighten your legs, forearms down, pump your heart up. Lower onto your back, rock and roll all the way to standing. Hook your thumbs. Open the front body. Now stay standing back to that mudra of unshakable trust. Pull apart. Vajra Pradama. Pull the fingers apart. Hands at heart and chest. Elbows wide. Close your eyes. Breathe. Bring your purpose back into the forefront of your mind. Your single-minded proposition. letting the illusions of our life disintegrate. Sometimes it's perceptions that we've built. Seek that truth. Tune into the truth. Tuning brings tension. It's not always easy to shift our perspective or tune into truth. We might ask, does this story, if it fits too neatly into what I already view? We might ask that question. Does this story fit too neatly with the way I already view the world? Lift your arms up, breathe in, open your front body. This time, release that mudra. Hinge, bend, and fold right over your legs. Take a halfway lift, breathe in. Step or float your body back. Breathe out. Vinyasa flow, heart lifts. Exhale, dive your hips up and back, down dog. Right leg lifts, roll open at the hip. This time, step right up, high crescent lunge. Breathe in as you rise up. Breathe out as the left hand goes forward and the right hand goes back. Right hand behind the left hamstring, arc up and back. The seam of the left inner thigh lifts as you twist up and over that right front leg, hands at heart center. Stay nice and low, wide-legged fold, Pasada Padottanasana. Take a halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out, and fold again. Root to rise, turn it in to stargazer. Make the heels go in, toes go out, gaze goes up. Turn it into second warrior, front of the house, right leg bends. Flip the right palm for peace. Windmill your hands down. Step your body back and move it through Vinyasa. Let your heart lift. Expand the front body. Exhale, draw your hips up and back, down dog. Left leg is on the rise. Roll open at the hip. Call things that are not as though you want them to be. See where you're going. Exhale, draw that left knee right up the center line. Step it up to that high crescent lunge. Breathe in. This time, right hand forward, left hand back. Left hand behind the right, arc up and back. Seam of the right inner thigh lifts, wring it out, right upper arm on the outside of the left front thigh. Stay low, come around, wide-legged fold. Take a rise all the way up to stand, breathe in. Take the right hand to the left wrist this time. Side bend up into the back of the house, right side. Back, arms V, left hand, right wrist, lean left. Now pause and stargazer, heels in, toes out, gaze up. Second warrior, front of the house, left leg bends. Flip the left palm, reverse. Windmill your hands down. Move your body through Vinyasa. Emptying your breath out. Inhaling up, rocking your hips. Up and back, down dog. Right leg lifts, roll open at the hip. Bend the left knee, soften it, pull the right knee in. Step the right leg forward. Shoot the left leg in front. Land on your bottom, lift your legs up. There you go, 5 in a row. Lower and lift. Inhale, exhale. Move it out, breathe, work that core. You've got it. Hold it up on the fifth one. Breathe in. Plant your feet width of your hips. Hands, thumbs in, pinkies out, hips up. Hips down, forearms down, legs extend. Flex the feet, press the thigh bones down. Shift your gaze up. Now this time, as you rock and roll back and forth, take some time doing it. What you're gonna do, kind of see it in your mind's eye. You're gonna, when you're ready, crisscross at the ankles, roll up and over, plant your hands, step or float it back. So you move right into that vinyasa flow. Inhale up, exhale up and back. Beautimus. Hold up in your down dog. Breathe. Maybe readjust your hands and your feet a little bit. Really looking at your hands, making sure that your index finger and your thumb are grounded and rooted. Beautiful. Really finding that solid connection. Even moving your waistband back just a touch more towards your thigh bones. Now left leg lifts, roll open at the hip. Soften the right knee. It helps pull that left knee in. Once you step the left foot, stay low. Sneak the right leg forward and come right into high boat navasana. 5 in a row. Lower and lift, lower and lift. Breathe in and out through your nose. Lower and lift, lower and lift, lower and lift. Hold up on the fifth one. Breathe in. Plant your feet at the width of your hips. Hands go down. Hips go up. Reverse tabletop. Drop your hips. Straighten your legs. Press your thigh bones down. Lift your heart up for fish pose. Now, back to the rock and roll, but take your time. So when you cross at the ankles, you lean forward, plant your hands, step or float it back when you're ready. Cross, plant, shoot back. Lower down, rise up, exhale up and back. You got it, down dog. Beautiful. This time, walk your hands back to your feet at the back of the house. Heel toe your feet all the way to the width of your mat, so further than your hips. Soften your knees. Let your peace fingers come around your big toes. Physically pull the big toes up on the breath in. On the breath out, a variation, sneak your elbows in, bow down and fold. Shake your head out. Any kind of angst, any uncertainty, any doubt, we can do without. Let that unshakable trust permeate your being by examining what is true, what is an illusion, and what is true. Very good question. Now pull your heels in, toes out. Maybe you ask that question, does this story fit too neatly into the way I already view things? And then have a strong force of evidence. Ask, is there enough evidence to change that way of thinking that I have? And who benefits from this version of the story the most? Rise up from Malasana. Thumbs hook, heart opens. Exhale, come back down. Rise back up, breathe in. Strong legs, strong front body opening. Breathe in, gaze shifts. Exhale, come back down. You're building that heat. 3rd time's a charm. Rise up. This time, stay standing. Thumbs are hooked. Heart is open. Heel toe your feet all the way together at the back of your mat. Bring your hands to heart center and rededicate, refocus, reposition yourself for that unshakable place of trust. Slip your fingers together. Pull your hands apart, elbows go wide. Hands on heart, that unshakable mudra. Feel that place of confidence, of truth, of trust. Trust in your Maker. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. He directs you. Rise your arms up. Keep your hands flipped inside out. He will direct your path as you trust. Neutralize your spine. Up and over to the right. Back to the center. Up and over to the left. Now, release the hands and drop the hips for chair pose. Slip your tips of fingers right by your feet. Left hand, left hip, right hand, right shin. Maybe peace fingers around the right big toe. Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana, levitate the right leg out. Maybe left arm rises. Open it up on the diagonal. When you release the right leg, let it crisscross behind the left, knees knock, arms brush. Brush and sweep. When you rise up, fly your tree. Stable and steady. Sit back into chair, Utkatasana. Tips of fingers alongside your feet. Right hand, right hip. Maybe you carry the left shin up. Maybe it's peace fingers around the left big toe. Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. Stand into the posture. Stand with that stability, that unwavering trust, that unshakable trust. Trust in the divine plan. Release left foot behind the right. Brush and sweep any doubt, any lack of confidence. Rise back up. Breathe in. Let the mudra of unshakable trust be set right back at your heart. Rise the arms up. Breathe in. Exhale. Hinge, bend, and fold. Breathe out at the back of the mat. Inhale and lengthen. Heel toe your feet all the way to the width of your mat again. This time, walk out into high plank pose with a wide V stance legs. Shift your heels right, left arm up and overhead. Come back to the center, optional push-up. Come back up, shift heels left, lift the right arm up and overhead. Left hip might rise. Back around, high, wide-legged plank. Lower all the way to the mat. Point your toes, slip your arms forward for Sphinx pose. Breathe in. Lower back down with your chin, breathe out. Inhale, rise up, breathe in. Lower back down, breathe out. One more time. Maybe you want to come into baby seal. Push and lift the heart up as your palms go down. Breathe in. Now, hips up and back, child's pose. Vara Pramadana Mudra. Walk your hands back. Vara Pramadana Mudra. Hands on heart, thumbs up, hands interlaced. Lift up, hips off heels, hands rise. Knees come a little more parallel, hands to heart center and pause. Lace your hands behind your back, slide them down the back side. Look up. Release that connection. Down dog, pop your hips up and back. Right leg lifts, roll open at the hip. Knee to nose, one time. Left leg sneaks right through. High boat, high boat. Lower down to hover. Come back up. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Maybe a couple more this time. Whew. Breathe, build that heat. Now hold up top. Plant your feet, fingers in, pinkies out, hips up. Lower your hips, legs extend, forearms down, heart lifts. Now lay down, rock and roll. Now you choose how you get back to down dog. You could go through a flow. You could crisscross at the ankles, plant the hands, shoot it back. Let the heart lift up. Or just step back, come to hands and knees. You choose. Last side, left leg's on the rise. Knee to nose, one time. Left leg steps. Pull your belly in. Shoot the right leg through and forward. Lift both legs up, high boat. Last 5. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Breathe it out, breathe it out. Lift the heart, lift the heart. Hold up top. Now, plant your feet. Hands down, thumbs in, pinkies out, hips up. Lower your hips down, legs straight, forearms down, heart lifts. Now this time, lay right down on your back. Palms down, head down, legs lift up. Viparita Karani. Take your hands in that unshakable mudra and let them be placed on your heart. Feel and experience your breath. Slowing your breath down, letting it help still your mind. Be still and know. Breathe. Come to happy baby. Just a gentle shift right and left. Feet could kind of pretend that they're pushing the ceiling up as the ceiling's coming down. If you prefer a little upavista, that's always an option. And then as your right knee draws in, your left leg goes long, just wrap a twist. Right leg across the left, tee the right arm, and look over at the right side of the house on the twist. Come back onto your back and reverse it. Let the right leg go long. Lace your hands over the left shin. Draw it in. And then help assist wrapping that twist. Taking the gaze over to the left. Now levitate your legs long. Let your arms go alongside your body. Your palms can face up. Your feet can splay out. So just lay your body down, giving yourself full and complete permission to rest. Feeling the earth beneath you, that unwavering, unshakable trust that supports you. And breathe into this space. Any thoughts that come in and try to distract you from this place of rest, just let them pass you by. And then I'm going to invite you to go ahead. You have the option to turn the video off. Maybe you can stay here in this resting pose, Shavasana, for 5, 10, 15, even 20 minutes today. But if you're coming with me, just begin to let your hands move around your wrists, your feet move around your ankles. And then take a nice stretch, get as tall as you possibly can, reaching your fingertips, pointing your toes, breathing in, and an audible sigh out. Bend your knees and make that transition over onto your side where you're going to use your arm as a pillow. And then from this place, just bring yourself back into your day. Push yourself back up. Just come and transition to a comfortable, easy seat, that sweet seat. Let your hands sweep out to the sides, spread them super wide. Carry up your gifts, your graces, and your blessings. Seal them into your hands, lace your hands, place that mudra of unshakable trust right on your heart as you look up, round the back, tuck the chin, press your fingers forward. Place that same mudra of unshakable trust on your belly as you experience your breath in and your breath out. Remember this mudra to bring truth rather than illusion. Tune in to the truth. Tuning sometimes brings tension, but truth brings understanding and freedom. Sweep your arms back out and up on the breath in. As you exhale, pull your hands to heart center. Bow your chin towards your chest as you let your intention be sealed with that Anjali Mudra hand gesture, that prayer style gesture. Seal your purpose in. As you move through your week, let it bring clarity. Let it bring truth and understanding. So you can then share that peace, love, and joy with your family, friends, and loved ones. Look up. Let's finish off with one Om to home. Sip your breath in. Om. Now go on out and be a blessing. Namaste.